Hi, welcome everybody. We're now in our fourth workshop, and we have Jason Lohr, screenwriter and social media extraordinaire, with his topic, the social networking. Hi, Jason.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. Yeah.
All right.
Nice to have you here with us.
Well,
We're all hey, social networking, we all know how important it is, but very few of us understand the little nuances of it. So we're excited for your seminar. Have fun with it and teach us up.
all right.
Here
Wow,
you go.
extraordinaire. Holy cow. I didn't know I reached that level. No, it's the thing about social media, it's a whole different world out there. In fact, if you look up social media, in short, it's basically a virtual community where people are now interacting with each other, online. And, talk about Matrix coming, slowly coming true. But no, with social media, it's you know, I think like a lot of people are on there right now. They actually have it, but I think like a lot of them don't use it to its full potentials. And for us filmmakers, it's a huge advantage for us to put ourselves out there. In fact, that's the toughest thing about being a filmmaker is especially when you don't know anybody in the business or the industry. So now it's like, how do you get people's attention? And that's where social media comes in is there's so many out there right now. I mean, I can list off just a few, the ones that are on that I'm on anyways. There's of course Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn, and there's Twitter. And the list is always constantly growing, and every network has its way of connecting people together, and also just sharing interests, ideas, and information all through those social media networks. I mean, in fact, it's so interesting too. Like back in the day, when you're, talking with people or just meeting people, like say at the film festivals, right? It used to be like, oh yeah, here's my business card or here's my number. But I came to notice, especially like a couple of years ago, is like a lot of people would ask me, hey, do you have a Facebook account or do you have an Instagram or do you have a YouTube? Preferably like Facebook mostly. And, you know, not a lot of people ask for phone numbers anymore. It's like it's just straight to like, hey, can I get your Facebook? And here's the reason why it benefits us with social media is like a lot of them uh you got so many people that are on them right now. My elementary school teachers are on social media and they're already in possibly in their 60s. So it's like their reasoning is like connecting with old students or old friends, and they get to see everything that is posted by their friends and families, because it's like we're all so busy to like catch up with each other or even talk on the phone. So when we're out and about, like especially me, I like to post up my travels. Like recently I was in Carmel and in Nashville, as you can see the poster back there, and of course Disneyland, hence the Ewok over there. And a lot of people were just like, wow, dude, that's so amazing, you're like just all over the place. And I like to post up food as well. And everybody's just so excited about that. It's like, wow, man, it's like so much about this stuff. And then and that's just a lot of people. That just shows like a lot of people that are just on social media, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all that. It's like people will see that. So now just imagine, you as a filmmaker, if you dropped a picture or a video of you working on a film project or, doing photography or even writing a script. Just imagine what your friends and family's reaction is going to be. I can tell you from my experience, from my friends and family's reaction when I started sharing, my script writing and my filmmaking and my photography into my personal profile. Everybody was just, wow, you're a screenwriter? Wow, you make films? Wow, you do photography? And it's like they're just completely mind blown by that. And now comes the best part. It's like, you know what? I always wanted to do that, but I just didn't know who I could talk to about that. But now that I know that you do that, let's connect. Or better yet, I know some friends that also do filmmaking. You should talk to them and I'll tell them about you. So now it's spreading like wildfire. And all it took was just that one post. Now, the cool thing about the social media networks too is like now there's that capability of like sharing from one social media network to another. So like say for instance, like when I post up a video on YouTube, right? I would share that to my Facebook manager page. So, oh yeah, real quick. So the cool thing about Facebook too is like other than a personal page, you can create a Facebook manager page to where it's all dedicated to your business. So, like I said, I would share a video that I posted on my YouTube channel, my JL Photography and Films YouTube channel, to my Facebook manager page, and then from there, I share my Facebook management page posts to my personal page to where now when my friends and family sees that link, they'll click on it, they'll go straight to my Facebook management page, and then so on and so forth to my YouTube channel. And it's creating that like chain effect to where now they're discovering more about you. Being like, wow, he has a Facebook management account with for his photography and film page. Wait, he has a YouTube page too? It's like, hey, like and subscribe. So it's like, and that's all it took was just sharing and posting from one page to another or one social media to another, and now you have like a huge network and community of those who share the same interests and love as you do, which is filmmaking. It's just it's so hard to do that when you know you live a busy life, like whether it be like a day job or with family. So it's hard to get out. And especially, it was definitely hard to get out during the pandemic, going from 2020 all the way to, I want to say like at least 2022 when people are starting to get a little more comfortable with coming out and about and, interacting with people. That's where social media really shined. And that was like, the moment of my life where, I really delved into like into the web and just discovered like how social media has not only come a long way but has become a part of like our lives now. And so with me it's like sharing like all of my video projects, like just tutorial videos of like cameras, lighting equipment, audio equipment, and all that stuff. And my script writing, it's like, I've came to like connect with a whole lot of other people. And it's just so amazing about that. And it's so easy to do too. It's like, there's definitely more to discover about it, but it's definitely something easy to understand, like especially the basics. Like, when I say easy is because you can access those social medias at the palm of your hand. And I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of you guys are probably checking your Facebook right now as you're probably listening and watching this. But just how easy it is like just simply like putting a post on, what's on your mind, like real quick here. Doing a live QMA. Oh, sorry, Q&A panel. Whoops. Oh gosh. One of the things that we're all familiar with is bloopers. But yeah, doing a live Q&A panel at the Las Vegas International Film and Screenwriting Festival. And of course, quick selfie. Oops. Oh, done. Post. It's going to be up in less than a few seconds. Just like that. And now when your friends and family sees that, guess what they're going to do? They're either going to like and comment or share it with their other friends. And now the word's going to be out. It's like, hey, Jason's a filmmaker and a screenwriter. And it's like, and the beauty of it all is that it's all for free. You can post up all your videos, all your pictures and announcements all for free. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure like Annette and Warren, like back in the day, when you were like posting up like advertisements, whether it be on a newspaper or TV, that must have cost a fortune. But now it's like thanks to like uh Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, it covers all of that stuff. It's like you can simply just put a post saying like, "Hey, cameraman for hire or scriptwriter for hire," and all you have to do is just share a link to your Facebook page where you have all your stuff already uploaded on there to where they can just view all of it and be thinking, you know what, this guy might have what it takes, or this guy might have the skills that we need. And then, like for YouTube, just simply like, record yourself talking about yourself too. And if you're all new to this and you don't have like the latest and greatest tech, it's like we go back to this guy. There's a camera on there. It's like even the flip phone has a camera. It's like if you watch a lot of the YouTubers that started out, a lot of their video qualities weren't that great. We're talking like possibly like 360p. If anybody still remembers that 360p. But if you watch them as they progress, they're constantly like their equipment is constantly getting better and better, and it's all from saving up and getting better equipment, or you know getting paid from doing filmmaking stuff like cameraman, lighting, audio. But the best part too about that, speaking of getting paid, is that with YouTube is you can actually start monetizing your YouTube channel if you meet the requirements, which is, I want to say it's like what, 400, no, sorry, 4,000 hours of view since the day you opened up your YouTube account. Don't violate any copyright infringements and all that. And was it get a thousand subscribers. And after that, it's basically them emailing you, asking you, hey, would you like to monetize? Meaning like they're gonna put advertisements on your videos when you start, and that's how you get paid. And it all comes down to like how much people view your content. And basically, if you have like 1,000 subscribers and you're constantly like putting your videos out there, then chances are you're going to get paid, and that's another source of income. A lot of people I notice on the YouTube channels that I follow, like a lot of them actually talked about like quitting their day jobs and actually making YouTube like their day job right there, because they're just making so much with all the views and just dedicating their whole entire day of making videos. And that's the beauty of you know all the stuff that you post, whether it be a photo or a video. You get to talk about what it is you love the most, and that's filmmaking. And when I just start sharing like my ideas on my YouTube channel of like just writing screenplays or talking about photography and filmmaking, you know, I noticed that like a lot of people started like coming out too and just speaking up and saying like, hey, I didn't know you did, photography and filming too. It's like, so you get to subscribe for that, and you just keep doing what you do best, and, you know, and talking about what you love best. And, it's a lot of work. Don't get me wrong, but, it's the type of work that we enjoy. And, that's the one thing I always tell a lot of like up and coming filmmakers too. It's like, don't be afraid to share what it is you love, because you never know, where that could lead you to. It's like, heck, I can't, gosh, I really wish that I known about this a long time ago too. But now it's like, shoot, now that everybody's on board, it's like it's a lot more challenging. But you know what? I do love a good challenge, and you learn something new as you go. And like I said, it's like not a lot of people knew that you can do so much on these social media networks. It's like you think it was just for fun, but as like a business too, it's definitely a huge advantage. Like I said, it's all free, and a lot of people are on there. It's like your friends and family and possibly future clients are going to be, you know, getting in contact with you. So definitely spread the word, and spread the love. And that's pretty much about it. I mean, shoot, I'd say there's definitely a lot more to discover, but no, that's definitely all I gotta say about that. Oh, I think your guys are on mute.
We are on mute.
We
There
are
you
on
are. It's like
There we go. Thank you, Jason. Yes, we
Uh,
were on mute. So
mm,
what you're saying, and I think it's so relevant nowadays, is you have to be brave and just put yourself out there and get people to notice you, whether it's friends, family, or because people will talk and say, "Hey, I know
mm.
this person or I know that person," and they do filmmaking. They're screenwriters, and it's word of mouth. So, and you're creating that momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, it's like, people can actually share your post to their friends and families too. And that's how it's so much like more easier now. Instead of like someone trying to describe something, it's like, here, just check out his Facebook page, or his YouTube page. But yeah, it does spread pretty quick.
And you hit a point about the cost of things now, where all these platforms are free. But back in the day, you had to advertise in print media, Hollywood Reporter, Variety, all those things, and the average filmmaker or festival really couldn't afford those things. So now with all the social media and obviously the internet being what it is for everybody communicating, it really is a wonderful way to get your word out, get your stories out, and interact with people. We've had a couple of conversations where we've all gotten together and chatted about things, and just with the opportunity to meet and to do a Google Meet or a Zoom or whatever platform you use, it really is changing the dynamics of filmmaking. And one of the things that we absolutely love about you is the type of content that you put out is so awesome and very, very informative. And we've seen you grow over the years and really become one of the premier uh, people in using networking from the online platform. So we just love what you do.
No, and thank you for that. I mean, it means a lot to hear from everybody too. And like even that's another thing I came to find out too is like, you know, on some of my posts, like even though they don't like or comment on there, the next day when I go to work or I meet up with them, it's like, oh man, dude, that post of your food was great, or that trip was awesome. And this is like coming from people that are on my list of friends. They didn't interact in there, but then, you know, they did the next day. So basically, the point is that, people will see everything that you put up in there. So why not take advantage of that and put what you love up there? Because you never know, you know.
Yeah, it's all about
Absolutely.
you never know who hears it or who sees it. And you constantly have to put it out there. Plus, I think when you're getting feedback from people, it just inspires you to do more and to keep going and put yourself out there even more.
No, absolutely. And you know what? That's the thing too. Like, it was kind of weird at first, like especially when you guys started doing the festival online, through the virtual live streaming and all that. But then it's like, it was just amazing to hear like the feedback too. And for me, I submitted some of my scripts to you guys back in the day too. And I'm just like so happy that you guys are like going the different routes and avenue of like just still continuing to create a platform for all of us. And with social media and like even like just pretty much this is considered social media too, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like interacting
it
with
is. I mean, it's allowing for us as a festival to have more eyes on the projects. Whereas if we were just in one location, it would be a very limited group. So that's why we really have built ourselves a little niche here of getting more eyes on people's projects.
Yeah, all of our films and our seminars and our Q&As, we have a reach of up to 45. I think we're at 45 to 50 countries that are
Yeah.
watching the festival. And think about that. I mean, we've got people from all around the world that may not be on live, but they're putting their eyes on projects. They're going in, they're watching films, they're watching the seminars. And, because we extended out for 2 weeks, they have that 2 week window. And it's really cool to see some of these other countries jumping in, like Japan and China and Great Britain and just everywhere around the world. And it really gives people a chance to be seen worldwide. And that's what is so exciting about it, we think, is that, having that quality content that people want to come back to every year and view. And we're really impressed with all of our filmmakers. All of our seminar speakers are just awesome. So again, we thank you for being here and appreciate you coming in and sharing your knowledge.
So Jason, where can people find you?
Oh, shoot. Definitely on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and LinkedIn. So just JL Photography and Films. So yeah, I'll be on. Shoot. Actually, I'm about to be on right now in a bit. But
Nice.
yeah, I mean, but definitely one last thing too, before we end this is like, again, thank you both of you guys for, working so hard to get this all together. I mean, granted, it's like, it's not a live venue, but even still trying to like get everything organized, for especially with us, because you're not just dealing with like a few, you're dealing with like thousands of, you know, filmmakers who are, submitting all their work to you guys. And, you guys do a really good job of like just
Well,
making
thank you.
everyone heard. And it's like, long story short, like when I was at the film festival that before COVID, it's like we're amongst like a bunch of other filmmakers, and you guys just told everybody who were selected to stand up, and like it just really did, you know, it made me teary-eyed a little bit, because it's like, wow, it's like no festival I've seen or attended has ever done that. And so I'm really, glad you guys are still going with this.
Thank you. Yeah, we feel everyone's important.
Yeah, everybody's got a story. That's the one thing that we all know, is that
Mhm.
everyone has a story. Everyone is passionate about their story, and we do like to do whatever we can to help people get their stories out and be heard. So
Mhm.
thank you
And
for those kind words. We appreciate it.
and it's people from around the world too. That's another thing. It's like filmmakers all around the world. So hey,
Very exciting. We're very
mhm,
excited about the future of things.
Very cool.
mhm.
Well, thank you, Jason, for your time, and we'll stay in touch.
Oh, definitely, guys. And oh, by the way, before we go, shoot, real
Yep, quick one.
quick one. There you go. Ooh, if I, there you
Nice.
We should have done the.
Oh yeah, we should have.
go.
That's great.
All right.
All right,
That's
All right,
guys.
awesome.
guys.
Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for sharing some of your Saturday with us. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, guys.
All right.
Okay,
Bye bye.
bye-bye.
Bye.